Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. H&P here,
Hello everyone!
and today we'll be revealing how much we spend in a month as a couple. Before we begin, we know that there is a lot of content out there on YouTube covering monthly expenses, but we're just here to share our own journey with all of you. And as a couple, we subscribe to the notion of FIRE and putting away a portion of our money to invest for our later years. But we like to preface that we do not put 90% of our income away, generate 20,000 different income streams, yada yada yada, suddenly, boom, FIRE by 35. No, we actually take things a little differently. But kudos to those people who have the discipline to do that, so that they can put enough away to retire earlier.
We believe in using money as a tool to enable us to live a better life by spending on things we love and dropping everything else that doesn't bring us any joy in life. For example, while some people care about having the latest tech gadgets, we couldn't care less about using an old phone. So typically we use our tech products till it's dead. However, in contrast, we value the convenience of time so much that sometimes we spend more time on eating out and transportation, which brings in the additional expenses each month. That being said, we still do make sure that our expenses are still below the portion of our income being put aside for investing and saving, and also adjusting along the way as we progress further into our career. So let's get into what all of you are here for, our expenses in a month.
First up, we have housing expenses. We bought our HDB flat back in early 2023, and for our housing loan, it is deducted from both our CPF OA at a combined total of $2,458 a month. We're not going to include this in the total sum at the end, but we thought it'd be a good idea to share this figure as well. Our utilities each month range between $150 to $220. So we're just gonna take an average of $185. And yes, it's just the two of us and we smash our aircon every month because of the heat in Singapore. It's just unbearable. For our subscriptions and bills, we do subscribe to Netflix, which is about $20 a month. Our mobile phones and internet plan add up to about $120 a month. So in total, we spend about $140 a month on subscriptions alone. We spend about $3.50 each on public transport every day getting to and from work. So approximately $7 a day for the both of us. 22 days a month, bringing it to a combined $150 a month. On the weekends, we drive a family car around for our grocery trips and outings. The car loan itself is about $700 monthly, adding in another $50 for cash card top-ups, and $250 a month for gas. This brings our transportation cost up to about $1,150. And although we know that it's not financially prudent to have a car, especially in Singapore, we still value the convenience and benefits of having one, especially when we go out for late night family dinners.
For our meal expenses, we typically eat out with our colleagues for lunch and it costs anywhere between $5 to $10 on average. And for dinner, we typically tapao back 75% of the time, which is about the same cost as our lunch. We do eat out approximately once a week at about $30 per pack. So after factoring all this, it brings our total food spending to about $600. For groceries, this includes household items. So honestly, when we are living with our parents, we never knew that it was so expensive. So if your parents are still paying for your groceries, go and give them a hug and thank them. So we spend approximately about 75 to 100 a week as we eat out most of our meals except for our breakfast. And this is not even buying much things. So if we were to do a full month of cooking, that would probably be closer to $150 to $200 a week. We are also susceptible to online shopping, but we tend to buy things that make our life easier, which comes in at about averaging to about $100 a month. So bringing our shopping total to $500 a month. Last but not the least, we contribute to our parents' allowance, with both of us adding up to 1,500 in total. We know this can be a sticky situation for some, and although giving allowances to parents is very common in Singapore, both of us are working towards being financially independent ourselves as well. As the cost of living continues to rise in Singapore, it's prudent to plan to be financially independent regardless if your future kid plans to give you any allowances at all. With all the inflation and rising costs of living, we know that they would probably have it tougher than us. Besides, with the amount of free resources online nowadays, it isn't that difficult to expand our knowledge on being financial savvy and investing for the future.
So, let's add all of them up together. In total, we spend about $6,533 a month, including our housing loan, which is paid by CPF. Excluding the CPF loan, we end up with a total of $4,075 a month. And for good measure, we add 10% to our monthly expenses to bring it up to approximately $4,500. Why another 10%, you might ask? Well, you never know when your washing machine is going to break down on you, or something even simple, everyday things like your phone dying, or a need to change your laptop battery. Typically, we do take very good care of our appliances, but I guess we do keep that 10% aside as a buffer, just in case anything happens.
Other than that, we spend most of our free time at home watching movies, figuring out how to properly edit videos as such, and just typically spending time with each other, as I guess most new homeowners do, hence the little higher than usual utilities. So now that you know how much we spend on our expenses each month, do share with us your thoughts and what steps you are taking to manage your expenses better.
If you have enjoyed our content, please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and click the notification bell to get the latest updates on our new videos. So that's all we have for today. Stay happy always, and see you in our next video. Bye!